As family and friends wait for word on missing loved ones, it may take a very long time for some of them to get answers.
Yeah, searching for those who have died in a disaster like this can be very difficult, obviously. CBS 17's Russ Bowen joins us. Russ, this is an unfortunate reality of where we're at now.
Yeah, not always an easy discussion to have. Look, there is certainly a lot of hope still that many of the missing will be found alive, but at the same time, the search and recovery of those lost is now well underway. In this kind of debris and mud, cadaver dogs are an absolute necessity. And just like it is for humans, it is an arduous feat.
If you think about the conditions that they're working under, they need to be able to have their noses still working, so they cannot be so exhausted that their noses can't be operational in a way. So it's going to be crucial for all these people to have frequent breaks because of the physical limitations of going through that mud.
Kat Warren is the author of What the Dog Knows and has worked with human remains detection dogs since 2004. She says there is an unfortunate reality of how long recovery of the dead will probably take. Let's talk a little bit about once a body is found and there's a recovery or there are human remains. You know, what does the handler do at that point to communicate that we have the body? Who comes in at that point? And does DNA come into play here with other family? I'm like, how do you go about this?
Part of this is, it may end up being DNA, right? In terms of the handlers and the dogs, they are all working as teams. So this is all coordinated through a kind of central command at this point. So what the handler and dog usually do is the handler will say, I've got an alert here or a final indication, then let other teams sort of take over for that. It's going to be a painstaking amount of work. And, you know, sometimes this is going to even end up being, you know, sort of careful excavation, right? I mean, you're going to be doing the equivalent of disinterring. So very often a handler will not know, sometimes ever, if there was actually a recovery there.
And NCDHHS tells me it's working in tandem with local emergency management, EMS, the North Carolina Medical Examiner System, and FEMA. And as you saw, the State Highway Patrol Canine Unit is playing a major role as well. And guys, I mean, it's really hard to think about the fact that it may be very well that some of these people may not be found, because once that dries, it becomes incredibly difficult, and winter is just, you know, a couple of months away.
Yeah, very sad reality.
Hard to
indeed.
imagine.
All right, Russ, thank you.
You bet.